Hey, it's finally Friday, TGIF. See, can you believe we made it? Woo! And there was one point this week that I wasn't sure if we were going to make Friday.
About 8:01 Monday morning.
Monday morning, that's right.
Why was that?
Hey, we're at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. We are live. It is Friday. Got another local event coming up and talking about a great establishment that, I was just talking to. I had Andrea's daughter's boyfriend is from New Orleans.
Okay.
And he was visiting Waco for the first time. And I was telling him, so, just like any teenager that moves away, has nothing good to say about their hometown.
Right.
Oh, Waco, I had to get out of there as quick as I can. So he had this impression. So I'm telling him, oh, man, no, we got this, we got this, we got this. And we got the Texas Sports Hall of Fame.
That's
and that
right, we
perked
do.
up. And so anyway, we're going to talk about the Sports Hall of Fame. We got more live music. Austin Gaston will be here in the 9 o'clock hour to play some music. Jessica is here.
I busted an Austin Gaston earlier today.
Yeah, I know. You drive through Austin and you get some Gaston.
I suffered through it over here.
Yeah. The price of Austin Gaston is higher than Waco Gaston, I believe.
Uh-huh.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Kevin's here. Anyway, we've got a big show coming up on this Friday. Right now, let's kick it off the way we do every morning. Our national anthem. Without any further ado, Bruce Gietzen.
You're too kind. I love that you do that at the start of every show. I really love that.
Thank you. And I will tell you that Jim and I started doing that right after the first, I guess we had Gulf War #1, Gulf War #2.
That was the Persian Gulf War.
Was that Persian Gulf War?
Persian Gulf, yep.
Okay, the one that involved Kuwait and all that?
I always judge it by what the Army fatigues look like.
Yeah.
That was like
That's
the concrete ones, like the white and, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I kind of judge it, the first one and the second one. The first one, we had no clue what we were doing as far as equipment. We weren't prepared.
Right.
They would send you over there, and you would see pictures of soldiers welding on plates to help with armor because they were so thin, the Humvees were.
Yeah.
And sitting on igloo ice coolers because they had no seats, and we weren't prepared. Now, the second one, we were prepared. But anyway, it was right after that was over. I don't know what year that was that it finished up. We said, you know what? Proud to be American. The famous general, what was his name? The Stormin' Norman Schwarzkopf. Mm-hmm. So we jumped on board and started doing it. I don't know what year that was. I mean, it had to be in the 90s, right?
Yeah, It was 91.
So we started probably about 93, I'm going to guess, doing that.
Yeah.
So we did it every morning on our show. And then when I came over to start doing it, I said, I got to do it.
Yeah.
It's the way to do it. There is somebody that really inspires me, too, and that is entertainer, country singer, Neil McCoy.
Yep,
he gets
every
up
day.
every morning live and does his on social media, and you can join in and do the pledge with him. It's really great. Now, I don't go that far. I don't get up on Saturday and Sunday. And
5 days a week, though, is good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, you're good.
That's the majority, I say. All right, Bruce Gietzen, world traveler. Before we get into all this, as much as I love to travel, so I love to hear stories. Tell us about your cruise that you just got back on here.
My wife and I just got back from a repositioning cruise, a transatlantic cruise. We flew to Fort Lauderdale, and then we were on the ship for 15 days across the Atlantic.
Wow.
9 days just on the ship to get to England, and then we had 3 stops in England, in Falmouth, Weymouth, and Southampton.
Yeah.
Very interesting, all 3. Learned some secrets of the Titanic, because Southampton is where the Titanic left from on its maiden
that's right.
voyage. And then we stopped in Bruges, Belgium, which is outside Brussels, and fantastic place. It's called the Venice of Northern Europe, and for good reason.
Really?
It's beautiful and small but beautiful. And then we finished up in Amsterdam. We stayed a couple extra days in Amsterdam because the tulips are in season.
Oh my gosh.
Went to Krugenhof and saw 8 million tulips in hundreds of colors. I mean, you can only
8
see so
million?
many tulips. I mean,
Did you stand there, Bruce, and count every one of them?
We were told there were 8 million. I think it's only about 6.
See, I think a lot of people would spend a couple extra days in Amsterdam for a different kind of flower, especially now that it's illegal
We did
here.
walk through there.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
We did a 2-hour walking tour, and it was interesting. And during the day, you know, and of course my wife is going, I'd like to find a bathroom. I said, not here. we're not finding one in these 4 square
Yeah, so what they
blocks,
call
you
them
know,
now, they call it tulips.
I'm just scared that if I walk through there, you know,
Yeah.
one of them might go, "Hey, Zach." Honey,
I didn't want to tell anybody else from Waco because I was afraid that would happen.
hey, do you know Zack Owen? Anyway. Well, that's
I said, no, I knew
exciting.
Jim, but I didn't know
That's
Zach.
right. That's right. That's right. Put it off on Jim. I love it. That sounds like an incredible trip. Now, we're thinking about one of our trips coming up. Is it Southampton? Is where if you fly into London, you go out of Southampton?
Well, you go to Heathrow.
Okay.
But I mean, the trip, well, coming back, they go both, you know, they go both ways.
Yeah.
So, but they reposition for seasons, and then when you come back, I think they leave from Amsterdam.
Oh, okay.
Because we were on Holland America, and that is their home port.
Right.
And so, and in fact, people asked us to stay on the ship for another week and cruise the fjords of Norway, but you know, I said I got to come back and be on Zach's show. That's not going to work. So,
Back to reality.
All right, the world traveler. Bruce, if you don't know much about Bruce, then you've been in a hole because Bruce, TV, journalism for how long?
33 years overall, but 13 years here on Channel 25 with the wonderful Ann Harder.
My favorite,
Yep.
Ann Harder, has a great show herself, and I know you've been on that many times.
Yes.
And I got to get your opinion, and I want your honest opinion, Bruce.
Okay.
Do you like the direction that our friends at Channel 25 have taken with their news reporting, getting away from the anchor desk and doing this street thing? What are your thoughts on that? I guess maybe I'm old school. I still love the anchor desk, the two people, the sports guy, the weather guy.
Well, you and I both love that format because we're of our generation. I think Scripps, who owns Channel 25 at the
Right.
time, was looking for a different format to appeal to younger people, to appeal to individual communities. The old saying, my first 20 years I was a sports guy. The old saying is, and Dale Hansen backed this up, he was
the great
successful
Dale
for a long
Hansen.
time. He says, you got to cover high school sports. You got to cover the local sports. Well, they've shifted that over to news. You've got to cover the local news, and so they're doing the neighborhood reports. But it was an adjustment, especially for people like us who watch news the same way for years and
Yeah.
years and years. And
Yeah.
I think the consultants used to say it takes 3 years for anything to take
Really?
hold. If you're a new anchor in town, it takes 3 years for people to decide if they like you or not, or 3 years to decide if they like a new format or whatever. But I always used to, I went on to teach journalism, broadcast journalism at Baylor, and I told all my students, don't ever underestimate what a privilege it is for people to invite you into their home. If you're
right.
genuine, you build that trust and that relationship, they'll watch. If not, they'll flip it off, and it's really hard to get them back. And so I think there's some challenges with that format, and they've done some things that are good about it. Like the communities have their own reporter they can relate to, and you count on those people, the community, to call you and give you tips on news stories. But you still got to build those relationships. It's all about relationships.
Interesting thing, Bruce. I've been flipped off a few times myself over the years.
Woo! So how long is it going to take people to decide if they like us? I mean, so we've
We've only been on a
300.
year and 2 months, so
Right.
we
Yeah,
have a
that's
year
insane.
and
I would
10 months.
See, I would say I don't give it 3 years. I say you got about 3 seconds for people to decide whether they like
Well, you had the advantage because people knew you. And Jim, and you guys were
That's true.
legends on radio, so people know, Zach has moved to this. And so I don't think the 3 years applies when people already know
Right.
you. That was for somebody new coming in town. Now, these guys
Yeah.
over here,
Yeah, we don't know them.
We're
3
3
years.
4 years from people deciding if they like us.
Yep.
I went to a big study seminar thing about social media, and that's what they said. You pretty much have 2 seconds to make an impression.
Right.
We're talking about real estate and getting your face out there, and they said, here's what you got. That's it. If you don't catch them by the time they swipe up or down,
Yep.
you're not going to get
You
it.
have to find a niche to stand out,
Yeah.
to make yourself.
That's why I have my Bruce Gietzen mask that I wear, and
I would've
people
brought you one of those.
people go, that's Bruce Gietzen. I'm going to watch.
As opposed to Bruce Wayne, right? So much
Yeah,
better.
yeah, kinda like Bruce
Absolutely
Wayne.
better.
And
Absolutely
then
better.
you pull a Scooby-Doo and you're like, whoosh.
Yeah.
Next time I come on, my students, when I retired at Baylor, they did a surprise retirement party, and they all showed up. They had on sticks. They had a poster of my
face.
face, and like I walked into a room and there were 60 of me looking at me, and I went, "Oh my gosh!" You know,
Greatness. Greatness.
Wow. Wow. All right.
I tell a story.
Sure.
You're talking about Waco, and
Sure.
people want to come on that flight, on that trip we just made. We were flying from Waco to Dallas to
Yeah.
connect to go to Fort Lauderdale, and I sat next to a 8-year-old young man, and his mom and his older brother were sitting behind us
Right.
on that regional jet. And I started conversation, and said, what do you? He says, "Oh, we came here for spring break, and my mom brought us here to visit with our uncle and visit Waco." I said, "What'd you see at Waco?" And he said, "Well, we went to a lot of museums in the downtown." And and I said, "What was your favorite museum?" And he said, "Oh, the Texas Sports Hall of Fame was fantastic." He did not know I was on the board and everything. And
That's amazing.
it warmed my heart. I said, "Okay,
yeah.
give me your address. I'm going to send you a cap and a T-shirt and stuff like that." After, but they and truthfully, it's a challenge for us and for any museum to get people to come back a second time, a third time, a fourth time, and you have the
Yep.
special exhibits, and to attract the younger people. I mean, he doesn't know who Bob Lilly is, that 8-year-old.
Sure.
He doesn't know, but he knows who his heroes are. Now, he knew who Nolan Ryan was.
Yeah.
And asked him about that. And so that's a challenge that we face moving forward, is to attract those younger visitors. And we're doing
Sure.
some things at the museum with changing up, feeling more welcoming when we come in, technology. We got new flooring, hanging the banners in the great room and stuff for the upcoming events and stuff. And so,
Wow.
But that was evidence
Yeah, I
that,
guarantee
hey, we
you.
still got some cool stuff, when people want to come
Hey, we're
see.
cool.
Yeah.
You don't have as much trouble over there keeping it fresh as they do over at the Shoelace Museum. It's hard to, come up
Yeah.
with some new shoelaces.
Right.
It's tough. Tough, Bill.
I got some on some new golf shoes. They will not untie. It's frustrating when your shoelaces untie. And there's some golf shoes called Squares golf shoes, and they have little synthetic pebbles on the shoelaces, and they won't untie.
You just have to double tie
There you go,
them.
Zach. I'm a problem solver for you.
See, now Kevin and I, we still have young kids, so we know the secret
Yeah.
to that is the double knot.
Double knot.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So
Well,
my wife.
I told my Andrea the other day, I said, hey.
Told your Andrea.
Because I wear Skechers, and I even have some Skechers golf shoes. Anyway, I said, "Hey, have you tried these?" A commercial was on TV, and it was these really cute and Skechers. She goes, "I'm not that old yet to wear Skechers, the slip-in."
I mean,
Tony Romo.
I'm
she's
still able to.
kind of not wrong.
I'm still able to tie my shoes. I go, "Honey, come on." I like the slip in because I am old. All right, here's the deal. We're going to take a short break, commercial break. We'll come back. We'll find out what's going on in country music news. We'll talk more with Bruce about the big events that are coming. And there's a bunch of stuff happening here in Waco at the Sports Hall of Fame. So stay with us. Back after this.
Bumblebee Blinds of Waco and Temple is your one-stop shop for custom window treatment, transforming your vision into reality. Choose from a selection of shades, blinds, shutters, and curtains. Bumblebee Blinds stands behind our service and products, ensuring peace of mind with our trusted warranty. Call Bumblebee Blinds today to schedule your design consultation. Bumblebee Blinds, simplifying window treatments one covering at a time. Bumblebee Blinds.
Back live in the backyard, talking to you about Alan Samuels, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat, Ted Teague, and the crew have got it going on right now with the big spring sale. And I've got a deal, Bruce, where if you don't like the first deal, I'm going to go ahead and tell you the second deal. First
Door
deal.
number 2.
Yes, 26 model Ram 1500 Lone Star, 2.9% financing for 72 months. That's a long time.
It is
You
a long
remember
time.
back when you first bought a car? To me, I thought 36 months was out of the world. Back then, 24 months to finance. Well, now 72 months.
Yep.
And you get a $5,250 cash back. Now, if that's not good enough, listen to this: 4.9% for 84 months, 7-year note.
That is insane.
It is. Plus, you get the $5,250 back. Alan Samuels, DCJ.com. Let's go over to Jessica and find out what's happening in country music news, brought to you by Stroud Security.
So it seems like I'm having a little bit of deja vu here.
Okay.
But on April 8th, Alan Jackson welcomed his 4th grandchild and 2nd in recent months. So we just talked about a baby girl.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, Miss Parker Ann Bradshaw was welcomed by daughter Allie and husband Sam on April 8th. So 4 grandbabies, 2 little girls, in 2 months. Baby fever in that family. So
I believe,
Sounds like a song somewhere.
Yes,
Yes.
right? That's an Alan Jackson country music song there.
I could be totally wrong. I need to probably look it up. But I believe Sam is Rodney Carrington's son. The comedian is married to one of Alan Jackson's daughters.
Cool.
I believe it's Sam that is that. But that's a pretty cool family to be in.
Yeah.
Funny country music.
Right.
There
Imagine
you go,
Thanksgiving
hand in
dinners,
hand.
Christmas dinners.
Hand
They'd be
in
a riot
hand.
there, wouldn't they?
Kelsey Ballerini has moved to New York
Wow.
City. Apparently, the move is temporary, and she describes it as a chance to live in the city and focus on herself after a busy period, enjoying what she says is a resurgence of energy.
There you
Not
go.
a long-term move. She's still going back to her roots in Tennessee, but she will be in New York City until the summer of 2026. So through the summer, and then she might go back to Tennessee.
I think she just wanted to be in one of those Pace salsa commercials.
Probably. Yeah.
New York City.
Yes, probably so. But they might scare her home a little early. Country Hall of Famer Ray Stevens is at home recovering from a broken neck. He's
Yeah.
expected to wear a neck brace and be at home for about 4 weeks from his March 29th fall. So he has been in the hospital for, a week or so, and now he's gotten to go home. So we
Does
wish
it
him
say
a very
how old he is? I know he's got to be
let's
gotta
see.
be getting up there in age.
Yeah.
See, I need one of those neck braces so I can avoid jury duty on Monday.
Well, there's that too.
Zach and I play golf with a neck brace on. You know, so-
Yeah. Yeah, we
Yeah.
do.
Is that your handicap?
Yes.
It's a neck brace?
And a wrist brace, knee brace,
Yeah.
all the braces. Were in
Ray is 87
That's
years
what I was guessing.
young.
87, yeah.
Yeah. So
Ray
we wish him a
Stevens,
speedy
Crazy Ray.
recovery. Absolutely. That's what's going on in country music news.
Brought to you by Stroud Security. Bruce Gietzen is here from the Texas Sports Hall of Fame, which started originally, I believe, up in Grand Prairie.
It did. It was originally chartered by some Beaumont sports writers in 1951, but the first brick and
Beaumont.
mortar building was up on the Turnpike in Grand Prairie. Lamar Hunt opened it, and that was in the mid 80s. Then TxDOT rearranged some of the entry and exits to the exit ramps to the Turnpike, killed their traffic.
I remember that.
Closed it down 4 or 5 years later, and then a group of Waco businessmen went to Lamar Hunt in the early 90s and said, we'd like to reopen the museum in Waco, and Lamar Hunt gave his blessings on that and some financial help, and so we opened the current building in 1993 and
Now,
then
was that
expanded it
building
in 2005.
Was that building already in existence, or was built from
it
ground
was built
up?
specifically for the museum, and then
Okay.
it was expanded in 2005, and we're now one of the 2 or 3 largest state sports Hall of Fames in the country,
Wow.
and we were the very first. And there are about 37 or 38 of them around the country, but there's only a handful, I think maybe 12 or 13, that have standalone buildings, and we're one of those. So
What is required, the rules, or I guess, to have someone in the museum? What do they have to achieve
to be inducted,
to be
I
inducted?
know one.
Okay?
You have to be from Texas.
You have to have been born in Texas, or you have to have played a significant part of your career, or if an administrator worked a significant part of your career in the state of Texas to
Nice.
be eligible to be in. Now, the cool thing is the voting process. The general public can nominate somebody for entrance into the Texas Sports Hall of Fame, and that's going on right now. You've got until May 15th just to go
really?
online and fill out a nomination form and nominate somebody, and that closes May 15th. And then first week of June, we have about a 25-person media selection committee of media members, and they pick who they think should be on the ballot for the 2027 class coming up. And there'll be 20 people on the regular ballot and 12 people on the veterans ballot, people who've been retired for more than 5 years. And
Right.
then the general public can vote on that too. You just have to become a voting member of the Texas Sports Hall of Fame. And there are different levels of memberships. The cheapest one starts at $50. You get a free cap, a T-shirt, things like that. But then you
Autographed by Bruce Gietzen.
Of course. Yeah.
if you really want that, we can make that happen. But so and then so they vote. The selection committee votes. Inductees can vote, and all that process
Oh, really?
happens in July and August, and then in October we tell everybody, okay, here's the next class to the Hall of Fame.
On the other
Nice.
side of that,
Yes.
can anyone be removed from the Hall of Fame? Just as a scenario here,
If your name appeared on a certain list.
Jerry Jones, I wasn't thinking about that, but Jerry Jones was inducted in 2006, and since then, and even before then, not so hot. So that's my
So
comical.
you want to take Jerry Jones out, is what you're saying?
I don't know, maybe.
Has anybody ever been removed?
Not to my knowledge. I don't think we've ever removed people. We've had some people who have not gotten in because
Because
of
of-
things that have happened,
Well,
and,
Kevin now has a nomination for removal.
Kevin, you can submit that to the Board of Trustees.
There you
and
go.
They'll look at that and,
Oh
and
my
they'll say,
gosh.
this must have come from Kevin. He's a Cowboy. He's a
I think-
frustrated Cowboys fan.
In all seriousness, I think it probably would be more toward Jessica's point if you were in certain
Yeah, bad
You're
times.
on a
of trouble
list.
where that might
like
happen.
right now, Chavez, the immigrant farm worker that led they're tearing down his statues everywhere because something's come up and all
Right.
that. Is there somebody in your mind, Bruce, on a better note, is there somebody in your mind, and you've talked to other guys that go, I can't believe this guy's not in, or
I
this
hear it.
girl's not in?
Hear it all the time.
Who would you say?
Oh my gosh.
Who comes to top of mind? And it's kind of like, being in radio and country music, my focus was always on the Country Music Hall of Fame. Who's in the country? And you would say, just recently, Tim McGraw inducted in
Yep.
there, okay? A lot of the old school people, oh, he doesn't need to be in there, oh, so-and-so should be, and oh, so-and-so. Here's the first thing. Not everybody, just because they had a couple of hit songs or a couple of good tackles, not everybody deserves to be in there. You've got to set the bar.
A name I hear often, people saying, how come Mickey Mantle's not in there? Well, Mickey Mantle's from Oklahoma. And
Yep,
so
you're right.
There's a reason on that. Roger Clemens is in our Hall of Fame, even though he's not in the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Wow. Interesting.
Lance Armstrong is not in our Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And we have some people who have been voted in, but another requirement we have to be inducted is you have to attend the induction banquet. So we have some people who have been voted in, and they can't
So you don't
make
show
it,
it. You got to pay
make
to
it
play.
fit in their schedule
Yeah.
to come. And some of them baseball players. Our induction banquet is typically in the spring, and if they're still playing,
They can't come.
they can't come. But if they communicate and say, hey, I'm honored, I'd like to be in, can we do it when I retire?
Yeah.
We'll hold off on that.
Hold off on it.
Call
That's a
hold
great
off,
idea.
Greg Popovich is another one on that, the San Antonio Spurs. He said, thank you so much. Can I wait till I retire? I'm not sure he just finally retired.
Yeah, yeah.
He's in it. Tim Duncan wants to go in with the same year as Popovich, and probably Manu Ginobili the same way. So
Wow.
we've got some people we've held off on. Jordan Spieth is another one. But our banquet 2 years in a row was the same time, the same week as the Hilton Head PGA Tour event, which he won 2 years in a row, and the PGA Tour likes it when the defending champions go back and play the next year.
Sure.
So that will happen at some point in time, most likely. But as long as they communicate to us and say, hey, I'm honored, I want to be a part of it, can't make it fit in the schedule right now, we'll work with them on that.
Yeah, Jordan is even at the Masters. I watched yesterday, so
He's 2 under, isn't he?
well, yesterday when I stopped watching, he got back even, and which is not bad. I think the leader at the time was McIlroy, was 5 under.
Yep.
And so he has a chance. I'm a Jordan Spieth fan. I like to.
He's a good guy. Yeah.
Hey, here's the deal, Bruce. Right now, we like to talk about what happened on this day. What do we celebrate on this date, other than the Bruce Gietzen?
Getting out of bed?
That the getting out of bed with Bruce Gietzen this morning. Here's what we celebrate today, Friday, April the 10th. You get your taxes done? Only 5 days.
I did.
I did too. Kevin did too. How about you, Jessica? Okay, let's move on.
And we know that
You
answer.
have to pay taxes? Taxes? What?
IRS? They're nothing.
Today we celebrate National Sibling Day. Do you have a brother or sister?
One of each.
There you go. Kevin, do you have brother or sister?
I am an only child.
Oh my God.
That explains it.
Now with 7 kids, so all the time I'm looking at my wife going, "Is this
He has
normal?" She's like,
37
"Yeah."
kids.
So
And he's the only child.
Yeah.
37?
yeah, I have
He's like, yeah.
minus 30, but
Oh,
yeah, it's
37.
still quite a.
Jessica,
yeah.
do you have brother or sister?
I have 2 brothers.
Yeah, I bet that's
Are
crazy.
you the youngest?
I am.
Oh.
So you can guess that. We can pay. That's like the guy at the circus. Guess the weight, guess
Yeah,
the
yeah,
age.
yeah.
Are you an only child? Yeah, we can guess that.
Boom.
What about you?
I've been
have
the
a
boss
sister.
for 42 years.
I have a much older sister. She's 9 years older than me, Nancy, and she lives in Fort Worth up there. All right, National Siblings Day. Do something nice and recognize your sibling today. National Farm Animal Day.
Yeah.
Not boo.
By the way, Kevin is not allowed around farms anymore since that accident.
That thing happened, and you know.
I don't understand what's happening right now.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah.
Bruce got jokes over there.
It was a small farm in Moshin,
I heard.
Texas.
You know, I heard what happened. He tried to milk a bull.
The National Farm Animal Day. If you could have a farm, E-I-E-I-O, Old MacDonald, what would you have? Pick one animal that you would have on your farm.
Wow. A dog.
A dog? You gotta have a dog, a farm dog. Jessica?
A mini Highland cow.
Okay.
Why a mini?
Yeah, why?
Because they're cute and they're fluffy.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
But
since
they're not 2,000 pounds.
yeah, since
you
they're
only get
mini.
milk in pints and quarts, not gallons, then, or what?
I don't know. They're just cute.
Kevin, what one animal would you have on your farm?
Horses.
Yeah.
Absolutely horses.
I would have those, I really don't know what I'd have, but those little, you talk about minis, those little goats, the little miniature
The little dwarfy goats. The
think those are
Nigerian
so
dwarf
cute.
goats.
Are you
That's
talking
what
about the
they
ones that scream and then fall over when they?
Yeah, they,
Those are the fainting goats.
and then they fall over and
Yeah,
pass
that's
out.
the fainting goats. They're pretty funny. I would be
Today-
entertained for hours.
You know, I gotta say,
What?
when I come guest on your show, I have a blast, but I get questions that I never get anywhere else.
Bruce, we've said this before. We'll say it again. Jerry Seinfeld had a show about nothing. The Zack Owen Show is a show about
Everything. Uh huh.
Today is National Cinnamon Croissant Day. That sounds good.
Yes.
A lot of butter.
See, that reminds me of a little shameless plug for Daylight Donuts down there, like 84, and
They just
and-
closed.
Did they?
They went out of
you
business.
talking about
The
like
lights were
nightlife?
open when I drove by this morning.
Yeah.
No, they
Nightlife.
Nightlight.
it was
Yeah.
no, that's nightlife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That closed.
Yeah.
Yes.
You-
Down on
Their
84.
croissant
and-
Yeah,
donuts.
right
were-
there in front of DeCampley's.
yeah, right in front
Yep.
of DeCampley's. It closed
Done.
down. Now they have a second location, I believe,
They
that's
have a
staying.
food truck, right? Like it's a
something
food
like
truck.
that.
The lights were on in the building this morning.
They are
Clint-
permanently
I was going to
closed.
stop and get donuts, to bring here, but the line was way too long.
Clint Black had a song about that. The lights are on, but nobody's home. Anyway, what were you saying?
Well, and
Kevin? I'm
Trace
sorry.
Atkins had one too.
their croissant donuts were just
Yeah.
amazing.
It's
So-
I just
Cronuts.
saw that
Apparently
on
I
the news the
didn't-
other day that they were
Cronuts.
going shutting down that store.
Buildings for sale, yeah.
Apparently, I didn't go and get their donuts.
That's why they're going out of business. You didn't buy enough.
Well, I have to work on my body. So.
I always love that when I see on Facebook, people go, oh, so-and-so's going out of business. Man, I love that place. We went there about 8 months ago. Well,
You
that's why they're not in
support
business anymore.
it.
You got to support them.
Maybe they'll turn it into a Trader Joe's or a Whole Foods. That's what everybody always says.
Everybody.
That would be the smallest Trader Joe's ever.
National Hug Your Dog Day. I
Oh,
hug my dog every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
Most dogs actually don't like hugs. I don't know if you know.
man's best friend.
Like,
Barley, my dog, he doesn't. I mean, you hug him and he'll go, like
right.
he wants to pull away.
Most of the time, if you look at a dog's eyes when you're hugging it, it's
It's like,
oh, you're killing me. Get me away. So you have to hug your dog appropriately. Like, kind of go for it. And if they come in, then go for it. But if they don't, it's
wait a
unwanted
minute.
touch.
How are we going?
You were right about him.
Yeah, I told you.
Your dog's gonna file a police
I
report,
warned
Zach.
Bruce before you got here. Right? Today is National
You got this.
Golfers Day.
Oh my gosh. Wait, no, you have to have a certain score to be considered a golfer.
No, you don't.
Oh,
120. We're okay.
it's just as long as you can hit the ball and it goes some way.
Yeah.
What do you like about golf best?
The purple
Truthfully,
drink.
I'm a bad golfer. I'm not real good. I've been playing since probably, I think I took up the game in '89. This is when I first started playing. I was in Abilene. And trust me, learning how to play golf in Abilene where there's no trees, I moved to Longview where there was nothing but pine trees. That really changed my game for the worse. But anyway, I have told people many times that I love to travel, just like you, the world, and play golf in different places. I love the beauty and the architect of the course. It's not my game. I mean, I love being with friends and you know, the game and getting exercise. But the beauty, the layout, if I could come back and start over, I would be a golf course architect.
We'll talk to Ben
Speaking
Crenshaw.
of
We'll call him
which-
and see if he's got the openings.
Have you heard that they're actually considering like changing equipment because it's now become too easy for these, and some of these courses are becoming obsolete because they're just bombing away.
Oh, well, just recently at the Masters, Gary Player has now said that the pros at these tournaments should be moved back another 60 yards. The tee boxes need to go back 60 more yards.
Right. And so they're
have that
running out of
problem.
space.
I don't have that problem. My deal is how far up I can go and the equipment that hits it the straightest, the farthest.
Yeah.
Because it isn't me. Anyway, what do you love about golf?
Couple of things. One is I played team sports growing up, a baseball player, but I like the competitiveness. If I play well, it's on me. If I play bad, guess what?
Yeah.
It's on me. And I also like you make a turn from the front to the back. If you play lousy on the front nine, you get to start over on the second
Yeah,
nine. It's
you
like a
get to-
double header every day.
In your head,
so-
you're going, okay, I'm going to turn it
Yeah, I'm gonna
around
turn
now.
around, yeah.
And then on 18, you either make that shot, that putt, and it goes in, you go, that's it, baby. I shot 107, but I'm coming.
I birdied 18. That's the golf gods getting you to come back. And so
I saw a clip from Gruden, the former NFL
John
coach.
Gruden.
John, yeah.
And he says he loves golf, but he plays every hole as a par 5. That's how he plays golf. Every hole is a par 5. So
Par
at the
90,
end of the
yeah.
deal, he can say, oh, I birdied that hole. It might have been a par 3 and he had a 4. You go, oh, I birdied that hole. But he plays every hole as a par 5.
sounded like Willie Nelson when he had a golf his ranch, he had a golf course behind his ranch, and he said the hole bordering his ranch is the longest hole he's ever played. It's like 678 yards. They said, what's par on that? He said, whatever I want it to be. Yesterday was a par 28, and I birdied the sucker.
Which I believe the U.S. government took over that golf course and the old tax problem that Willie had many years ago.
Ooh.
Anyway, today is National Golfers Day. What's your go-to club? That one club in your bag that is Old Faithful.
Probably Well, it depends on the day, but probably 7-iron.
Mine's an 8.
Yep.
So close.
What's your favorite course you've ever played?
Oh gosh, the most beautiful course that I've ever played was in Cabo, and it is in a private community. The only reason that we got on is we did an Airbnb there. If not, you had to sit through the timeshare presentation to go play it. You either had to live there or rent there or go through timeshare. And I'll think of the name in a minute. It escapes me right now. But I believe it was 4th hole, they had a casita set up and a cook, and anything you wanted, Mexican food-wise, cocktails, beer, was part of the deal. So every 4th hole you got.
So it was a 5-hour round, and you stumbled through the last 2-3 holes, but
it was all on the coast. Most of the holes were on the coast. It was just unbelievable.
Cool.
It started with a Q. Kivera, I believe is what it was called. Spectacular.
To break 100?
No. All right, let's move on. National Golfers Day. Enjoy your day today. National Encourage a Young Writer Day. Promotes writing and creativity among young people. Teachers and parents can support children through writing activities.
Great idea.
There you go. Man, this is a good day.
Yeah.
Nothing bad on today's list. Sometimes we have a bad thing or something. All right, Bruce Gietzen's here. We're going to take a commercial break. We're going to come back, and we're going to start talking about the events that come up. We also, you know what today is? Stump the Chumps.
Well,
Stump the Chumps. And we're
that's
going to
not
find
hard
out
to
what
do
else is
over here.
going on
Not
around
hard.
Waco with Jessica. So we got a lot of things to talk about. Austin Gaston will be here in the 9 o'clock hour to play music. Stick around at the backyard on a Friday.
For over 2 decades, I've come to Allen Samuels shop, especially for trucks, because I've been very satisfied with the performance of those trucks. I think the strengths of Allen Samuels is obviously in their customer service and obviously taking care of your vehicle after the sale.
Like Allen Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Allen Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
This year, I made a New Year's resolution. I want every business to own a new copier from CTWP. Call me, Leroy the Copier Dog. Let's get you a copier delivered today. CTWP, your local copier company.
The Riesel Fair is back and bigger than ever. Bring the whole family for a day packed with fun, from thrilling rides, delicious food, local vendors, and live music Friday night. Saturday music begins at 2 p.m. Admission is $5 for adults, 2 to 12 years, $3. 2 and under are free. Mark your calendar and join us for the Riesel Fair, May 7th through 9th. The Riesel Fair, where memories are waiting just for you.
All right, time to check in with Bruce and find out. You have a lot of stuff to talk about.
Well, this is the busy time of the year for us at the Texas Sports Hall of Fame.
Exactly.
We're nonprofit, and so we depend on fundraising events. Our biggest one is coming up a week from tomorrow on April 18th. It is our annual induction banquet, the Texas Farm Bureau Insurance Induction Banquet.
Nice.
And we have a standout crowd of inductees coming in this time. Football players, a Super Bowl MVP and former Texas A&M Aggie and Denver Bronco Von Miller.
Ooh, yeah.
Is being
look at
inducted. Also, Dallas Cowboys great Nick Martin.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe one of the best offensive linemen they've ever had. I think there's some really fantastic statistic on him. Like in 4 years, he only had like 2 holding penalties called on him or something, and Von Miller's going, yeah, and I was one of them. Yeah, right. But also Steve McMichael, former Texas Longhorn and Chicago Bear great.
Chicago Bears, yeah.
You know who Charmaine James is?
Charmaine James.
Rodeo.
Oh, rodeo. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, we're talking football, and I'm going, I don't know anybody. Yeah.
Yeah. No, she was an 11-time world champion barrel racer.
Barrel racer.
She's being inducted. And funny story,
time.
back when I was on a TV sports guy in Houston, I did a feature story on her when she was 13 years old.
Wow.
Which tells you how old she is now. But I mean, it's just, I did a story on her. She was going to her first world championship as a 13-year-old, and now she won that 11 times. And so I'm looking forward to reconnecting with her.
Better have a lasso ready. I've heard the barrel racers are something to behold. So, you gotta have someone to reel her in.
Ask her if the barrel ever wins. I'm sure it does.
So, Chad Hedrick, an Olympic speed skater. You don't think of speed skaters from Texas,
right?
But he is from Texas, and we're adding speed skating. He's our first speed skater in the museum. We have, I think it's 23 sports represented in the museum, and he's the first speed skater.
So you're gonna have one section that's like highly air conditioned then?
It's really cold.
we're gonna put a strip of ice in there.
Yeah.
Put that rink in there.
Do a lap of the building here.
Yeah,
and see
she
how
wanted a
fast you
mini
can go.
cow. We're gonna get out a mini Zamboni every half hour.
There you go.
It's like the lady that sets up over in the frozen food section giving out samples at HEB. It's real cold in that area.
So we've got Clint Dempsey, the pro soccer player.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then,
he's so good. So
and then
great.
here's a name that you probably, Gary Patterson.
Gary Patterson.
The longest tenured head football coach in TCU
Yeah.
history.
Ooh.
And he's being inducted. He's now the defensive coordinator at USC, but he's coming in for the banquet.
Nice.
And well-deserved on that. And then we have Louis Santop. This is the third year out of 5 years in a row, a commitment we made to induct former stars from Texas who were in the Negro baseball leagues.
Okay.
Nice.
And so, and then finally, the first time ever we're inducting an entire team. And it's the 1966 Texas Western Miners team. That school's now known as UTEP.
Yeah.
But back then,
Nice.
they went in, they were 27-1 on the year, had one loss by 2 points, and they were playing heavily favored Adolph Rupp's Kentucky Wildcat team, and Texas Western upset them and won the national championship, thus becoming breaking racial ground and becoming the first all-black starting lineup to ever win a national championship.
Wow.
And so 3 or 4 of the guys from that team are coming in to
awesome.
accept
And that was back
award.
in
is
66?
awesome.
1966.
That was a big thing.
That
back
was a
then.
big thing.
Yeah.
And so, the selection committee came up with the idea of inducting them. We all thought it was a great idea, so it's our first ever team to get in. So
Oh, that's great.
that is a week from tomorrow. It's at the base at the Exco Event Center from 6:30 to about 9 o'clock. Brad Sham, voice of the Cowboys, is our MC
yeah.
again. He's done it for umpteen years, does a great job. And all those inductees will be there. We've got a big crowd coming. Today is the last day to reserve tickets on that. So if you're interested, you can go to our website at TSHOF, TexasSportsHallOfFame.org, or you can call the museum at 254-756-1633 and reserve a table. Tickets are $100 or $700 for a table for 8. And so
And it's amazing that this event has grown so much from starting out here, having a little get-together, to being at the base.
Yep. And we'll have, we typically have anywhere from 700 to 1,000 people there.
It's amazing.
Depending on the induction class. And the people say, what's the best part about it? I think the coolest thing is you get a chance to see these people
Live and in
close
person.
And we also have a reception that afternoon at the museum. You can get what's called a combo ticket, pay a little bit extra for the ticket. You can come to the reception, meet them, and watch the press conference, and then everybody goes over to the base for the facility. The other cool thing is the induction speeches. Every one of these athletes or legends has their own story, and it's incredible.
Sure.
And they're so heartfelt and genuine on their acceptance speeches. And one thing a lot of them recognize is the Texas Sports Hall of Fame is one of the hardest museums to get inducted into, because we're not just one sport. It's not like the NFL Hall of Fame, the baseball, nothing against those museums.
Yeah.
But you're competing against athletes from every sport. And we only have 8 or 9 of them a year, and so it's a huge accomplishment to get inducted into our museum.
I
And
think-
most of them recognize that.
I think the guy you mentioned, the speed skaters, got the lock on no competition for a while in that category.
Yep.
There,
Yep.
All right, that's exciting, man. That's going to be a fun time coming up real quick. Right now, before we jump into the next event, it's time to play Stump the Chumps.
Oh, Lord.
And y'all get to be The chumps.
Wonderful.
I'm the chump every day you come up
I'm
with
a
some
chump
trivia.
or I get to
won.
ask
You
the
won
chump.
this
Oh,
week.
that's right. I won one day. One.
This is where I get to stump you. And today, totally off the wall, because we're talking sports,
Yep.
we're talking golf,
We're going to play wall ball? No.
we're going to talk divorce.
Oh.
I know
What
everybody.
does that have to do with the?
It's just different. I don't know.
My wife loves it when I go to the golf
It's,
course.
it's
it.
because I'm putting in for Jerry Jones to get kicked out.
That's it. And we're going golfing, and the wives don't. Anyway, so in the world, in our beautiful civilized world that we live in, the United States of America has roughly a 45% divorce rate. Almost half people in America will get divorced.
Right.
Okay? We rank about number 8, 9 in the world. We're not at the top. Number 5 is France.
Really?
Those French lovers, I don't know.
Yeah.
It never lasts.
They're number 5 with 51%, over half divorce. Spain, this is where it gets crazy. Spain, 85% of Spaniards divorce.
85.
85%.
Adios.
Vaya con Dios. This is crazy.
No amigos.
Ukrainians, 70% of Ukrainians divorce.
Wow.
That's that temper.
Number 2, Russia. 73% of Russians divorce.
Have you been to Russia?
That's because all their women, the pretty ones, are now mail order brides coming to America, I guess.
Right.
All right, here's your Stump the Chump question. What nation has the number 1 divorce rate of 94% in the country? 94. That means that everybody in that country just about will marry and divorce.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll throw you a little hint. It's a well-known country. It's not like, some
Luxembourg or something.
Yeah.
Okay. So
We're gonna start with-
So the population is not small.
Not small.
Okay.
Jessica, what country has a 94% divorce rate?
China.
That's good. Good answer. Good answer.
You said
Bruce?
it's not small.
Right,
Lots
it's
of
not, no.
people. China.
Bruce?
I was going to guess the same thing she did.
China.
Do I have to
Okay.
guess a different one?
No, that's fine. You can go with China. Kevin?
Yeah, I'm trying to gauge culturally. I don't know that culturally it would be China, but I guess it wouldn't surprise me. I'm going to say Mexico.
Mexico, really?
Yep.
China is one better than the United States. It has a 44% divorce rate in China.
All right.
So you China folks are wrong.
Doesn't surprise me at all.
Mexico is not in the top 15.
Okay. All right.
The number 1 country with 94%, Portugal.
Really?
Wow.
Huh.
Okay.
Portugal. I guess because all their Portuguese men are off sailing, exploring the country.
There you go. Well, they're exploring something anyway.
That's right. All right, there you go. Portugal. Stump the Chumps. Nobody got it today.
Yeah.
So the jackpot goes up to $2,000.
All right.
See what you missed out? You almost had the money in your
man.
pocket. Stump the Chumps. Bruce Gietzen's here from the Texas Sports Hall of Fame. What's the next big event that's coming up?
Well-
I mean, I don't know how you can get any bigger.
That's our biggest
That's a
fundraiser, the
biggie
induction
one.
banquet. And then we have our next session in the Lone Star Luncheon series. We've had some really cool Lone Star Luncheons. We had Lee Trevino in, Roger Clemens in, Vern Lundquist in. We had Mac Brown and Vince Young last summer celebrating the 20th anniversary of their national championship. Well, coming up next on May 12th, Tuesday, May 12th, we have a luncheon featuring a Masters champion and a U.S. Open champion from golf. And fitting on National Golfers Day.
You're announcing it on Golfers Day.
Yep.
Yeah.
We have 1971 Masters champion Charles Coody coming in. He outdueled Jack Nicklaus and Johnny Miller to win the Masters that year.
I actually have met him.
He's a great guy, and he's
long time
from
ago.
West Texas. And
Yeah,
lived in Abilene and just moved to Fort Worth a few months ago.
Exactly. I spent time 6 years in radio in 85 to 90, and I met him at the country club in Abilene.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. So Charles Cootie's coming in. He's a former Masters champion, fitting with Masters being this week. And then U.S. Open champion from 1992, Tom Kite.
Wow.
Will be joining him from the University of Texas National Championship team there. He was the first PGA Tour golfer to get to $9 million in earnings. And he won the U.S. Open in 1992 on a day that the wind was blowing like at Pebble Beach was blowing like 45 miles an hour. The average score for the day was 77. And he shot even par and won the U.S. Open.
And
so
won.
we're excited, and I'm working on a special moderator for that fireside chat type event coming too, and I hope to know more about that next week. But Charles Cootie and Tom Kite, that's Tuesday, May 12th, our Lone Star Luncheon at the museum, and those are fun. Those are just those two guys will be telling stories about their tournaments and their careers and fun things that happen that are kind of behind the scenes. Every single one of those we've had has just been fantastic.
Wow. That's great.
But wait, there's more.
Oh.
And we have one more big fundraising event. This is kind of a trifecta for us over the next couple of months. On Father's Day weekend, the Friday and Saturday of Father's Day weekend, we have our 29th annual Texas Sports Hall of Fame Celebrity Golf Tournament.
Ooh.
And that's at Cottonwood Creek. And we play a Friday afternoon round and then a Saturday morning round. About 5 years ago, we split it up into 2 days so we wouldn't have 6-hour rounds. Put one team per hole. It's you have 3 amateurs and at least 1 celebrity. Sometimes we'll pair you with 2 celebrities, depending on how many we get there for the event. And then we have a tournament party that Friday night at the museum where you can actually come up, meet, shake hands with the celebrities, and we give out prizes from the first day and have barbecue or meal and whatever. And so it's just a fun weekend. And we have 18 teams on Friday and then 18 more teams on Saturday. Some teams sign up for both days, some not. But I mean, it's just a cool way to get to play golf with celebrities from our era. A lot of times, Southwest Conference celebrities, some Dallas Cowboys come and play, and some Major League Baseball players. And Nolan Ryan comes and play every 2 or 3 years. And so,
can you go ahead on my team? Can you go ahead and put Jordan Spieth on my team? Would you do that for me?
For a price.
Give a little extra donation.
Jordan's a little busy with PGA Tour stuff, that one. So
okay.
But Charlie Cootie used to play in the tournament till about 4 or 5 years ago, and I think he's 86.
Yeah, he's got to be.
But he's got 2 grandsons that are playing. One on the PGA Tour, one on the Korn Ferry Tour,
Really?
and Pearson Cootie is, I think, on the top 25 on the money list so far this year. He's doing good, and so Cootie's just a great guy. We hope you'll come see Kite. Tickets for both of those events, the golf tournament, it would be teams you would be buying. They're available on the website tshof.org too. But it's a big couple of months for us to raise money for operational expenses and promotion, marketing, things like that.
Right.
And so we are sometimes I think we're a great secret in the city of Waco. People go, the Texas Sports Hall of Fame's here, but we are the only Texas Sports Hall of Fame, and we have, after this induction ceremony, we'll have 442 inductees.
Bruce, what would you say, because it just hit me in my brain, what would you say, in your opinion, is the craziest, coolest display?
2 things, I would say. One is we have on display, actually 3 things. The first Heisman Trophy ever won by a Texas athlete. And that was in 1938, and that was Davey O'Brien, the quarterback at TCU, and the family actually donated the original Heisman Trophy.
Wow.
TCU thinks they have the original, but they have a replica, and we have the original.
Psych!
And Davey O'Brien was the quarterback for TCU. He's still the smallest Heisman Trophy winner ever.
Wow.
5'10", 151 pounds. Could you imagine if he was playing today? That'd be
He'd
kind
get
of tough.
run over.
So that's cool.
Plowed.
We have a great Masters display, including a green jacket. And then we also have, when Nolan Ryan Foundation closed down their, the Nolan Ryan Museum in Alvin, this was probably 10 years ago, they called us and said, would you like Nolan's memorabilia?
Well, yeah.
So, yeah, that was a quick decision. And we've got a sizable display of some of the cool things, replicas from memorabilia from all 7 of his no-hitters. We've got his original scouting report.
Wow.
That Red Murph, the legendary scout,
Red Murph.
scouted him and said, this is the first high schooler, it's handwritten, first high schooler I've ever seen that could probably step straight into the major leagues. And I'll tell you a funny story on that. Red Murph also scouted me when I played high school baseball in Fort Worth.
Really?
I saw him at a charity banquet before he passed away. I said, Red, introduced myself. I said, you started me. He says, your name's familiar. Give me a second. And I said, well, we've got your scouting card at the museum from Nolan. He says, yeah, that's cool. And he said, but let me think. He said, you were a catcher, right? And I said, yeah. And he said, at Fort Worth. Right. And I said, Fort Worth Southwest. He said, you are living proof that I scouted everybody from the penthouse to the outhouse.
There you go.
I said, thanks, Red. Fist bump. Way to go.
Appreciate
really
that.
Oh, my gosh.
But
That's
those are the
incredible.
things. And then we've got the Southwest Conference Gallery. We are the archivist and the official record keeper. You missed the Southwest
Man, I
Conference?
missed the Southwest
Conference is great, and there's some cool memorabilia in there. So a lot of good things to see.
That is great. That's exciting. You can find out all the details about all the events coming up. Go and visit. What are the regular hours for the museum itself?
We're open every day except Sunday, and we're open from 9 to 5, and ticket prices are reasonable, $10 for doing. I mean, you go to some of these other big cities, College Football Hall of Fame's $35.
Yeah.
To get, we're $10. We have a discount for veterans and students. And seniors get a discount, so we can get in cheaper.
Ooh, I
And
like
so,
it.
So open every day except Sunday. And like I said, and this week we're going to be hanging some new banners and signage and stuff to make it seem more like a stadium festivity. So we're doing some cool things at the museum. I invite you to come by and check us out and support us by attending 1 or 2
or 3
or all 3 of these events. And we'll have some more exciting announcements coming up in the next couple of weeks about some future events in the fall.
Museum is located right here in Waco. Sits between the Texas Ranger Museum and down the
Mayborn.
baseball.
The Mayborn Museum,
down
yeah.
there.
Yep.
So right on the river, the Brazos River there. Bruce, thank you, but you can't go away because you get the privilege of telling the bad joke of the day. You get to select one of those. Before you do that, though, we're going to go over to Jessica and find out what's going on around Waco, brought to you by Stroud Security.
So let me just give a shout out to the La Vega boys soccer team. They won state yesterday.
Yes,
Woo-hoo!
they did. Uh-huh.
This evening, the Cameron Park Zoo will have tee off for conservation from 6 to 10. I bet that's a golf game you would excel at, Zach. The Odd Couple female version will be at the Waco Civic Theater this weekend, so there's several showings of it. Go check that out. Friday night live music, Ken Elliott as Elvis at Uncle Dan's, Max Lynette, Sean, and Steven at the Blue Pup Wine and Martini Bar, a.k.a. Bobby at Common Grounds, Daryl Ray at the Grape Wine Bar and Bistro, Sammy Brown at the Will, Joe James at the Texas Music Cafe, and of course here at the Backyard Stage Bar and Grill, Braxton Keith.
Yeah, that's going to be out on the back lot. They
Yeah.
got the
Backyard.
thing
Saw the
closed
stage
down.
out there to set
Set
that up. It's going to be cool.
Tomorrow, the Down and Dirty Trail Run at Cameron Park. Of course, we have the Downtown Farmers Market at Bridge Street Plaza at 9. Trash, Dash, and Bash to keep Waco beautiful at Brazos Park East at 9:30. And then at the Mayborn Museum, it's Sikkim Science Day. Live music tomorrow night, Hannah Rose and Molly Chapin at the Silos. Elena and the Limited Edition Band at Marie's Wine Bar. Spirit of Mars at Twisted Sister. Derail Acoustic at Barnett's Whiskey House, Gordon Collier Band at the Will, and Six Guns Sound here at the Backyard Stage and Grill. So there's plenty going on because there's also the Food Truck Showdown at Heritage Square.
Yep.
Lots going on in Waco this weekend. If you can't find something to do, we can help you.
Tomorrow night at it's the Pendleton Pump.
Okay.
There's a big benefit for the Pendleton Pump coming up tomorrow. Now, according to this, they had some hail damage or wind damage. The insurance won't cover the roof. This business has been around for 100+ years in Pendleton. And so they're raising money for the roof. Pendleton Pump.
Did you say they're trying to raise the roof?
They're going to raise it.
They're trying to close the roof.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's what they're doing there. It's going to be Saturday, starts at 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. Auction items, pool tournament, barbecue, the whole 9 yards. Pendleton Pump. And then on April 18th, it's going to be the Riesel Lions Club Auto Classic at the fairgrounds in Riesel. Got to mark that down. And the one that I'm really involved with, Gatesville had the big fire downtown. They're having their square relief benefit. About 15 different bands will be performing from 10 in the morning till 10 at night on April 25th downtown on the square to raise money for those that lost their jobs and the people that were involved with. I think one was a bail bonds company, one was the long-running newspaper.
The furniture store.
Laird's has been there forever. So anyway, raising money. That's April 25th. So there you go. That's what's happening. Brought to you by Stroud Security. Bruce, here's your big opportunity to shine and possibly hit the trail as a comedian.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to do one of these? Can I do one of my own?
No, the beauty of it is
Wait a minute.
anything you want to do.
Kevin, he wants to do one of his own.
Yeah, it's great.
We
I love
love
it.
that.
I love it.
All right, Bruce Gietzen, the bad joke of the day. Here we go.
What did the 0 tell the 8?
What?
Nice belt.
Ah, there you go. He had a waistline. Like it. Like it a lot.
You want one to tell your kids?
Yes, go ahead.
Well, how much do pirates pay for their earrings?
How much?
$1 an ear.
Bruce Gietzen, Texas Sports Hall of Fame. Big events coming up. Go online. What's the website again, Bruce?
TSHOF.org. It stands for Texas Sports Hall of Fame.org.
I love it. Great guy.
Thanks for having me on.
Thank you,
man.
buddy, for having on. You will not have this much fun on the Ann Harder Show. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, no.
Anyway,
And he's not wrong.
we're
He
having
went
fun at the
there.
Backyard Bar Stage and Grill right now, and we're going to check in with news and weather from our friends at KWTX News Channel 10.
Today's news and weather is brought to you by the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. The Backyard Bar Stage and Grill features a full restaurant and bar, a huge outdoor concert stage, a giant outdoor TV screen, fire pits, a roof deck, washer pits, cornhole pits, inside and outside seating, and much more. Located at 511 8th Street, Waco, Texas, 76706. Check out upcoming shows at backyardwaco.com.
In the News 10 newsroom, I'm Clayton Anderson. Lawmakers came together in Austin to hear from energy experts and data centers on the best way to move forward with their development. At the Capitol, lawmakers dug into the rush to build data centers across Texas. ERCOT says it's running a new batch study to see where the grid actually has room, so hundreds of proposed projects aren't all trying to plug in at once. Power companies told the committee the grid is stronger than it used to be, and they say big customers like Google and Amazon can come in without driving up bills. Water use also came up, with some developers saying their cooling systems reuse the same water. For the first time in program history, the La Vega boys soccer team is bringing home a state title after taking down Lake Dallas 1-0. The Pirates' lone goal was scored by sophomore Angel Cervantes Calvillo in the opening minutes of the second half. They had an impressive season, finishing 27-2. Congrats to the Pirates on a very impressive season. From the News 10 newsroom, I'm Clayton Anderson.
Although we do have 4 days in a row, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, with a chance for strong to severe storms, our best opportunity for rain is going to be coming on Sunday, 70% chance. There is going to be a chance for rain today, too. A few morning sprinkles may be out there, but rain chances will jump to about 40% midday and into the afternoon. A few passing showers and non-severe storms expected. Not terribly much rain to go around, with highs in the low to mid-80s today. Tomorrow, 30% chance for a few scattered showers. Again, maybe some drizzle in the morning, maybe a few steadier showers in the afternoon. Highs will be in the low to mid-80s again on Saturday, with rain chances near 70% on Sunday.
Hey, we're back live at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. Here we are Friday morning, and guess what, Kevin?
What?
Our singer, artist, Austin Gaston, is a no-show.
Oh, man. I hate when this happens.
As I do with all of my singers,
Right.
I send them a reminder the week before.
Right. Yeah.
We promote it. I put it on
Yeah.
No Austin Gaston.
Well, where was he? Is he from Austin? That'd be ironic. Austin from Austin?
No.
No.
I think he's from Peoria.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
kidding.
That,
I don't know.
That might be a reason he's not here.
Anyway, Austin is not here. He didn't call. He didn't post. I'm very disappointed. But we've got music videos to fill in with.
Okay.
So right now, Kevin, let's
Yeah?
do a music video.
All right.
Looking around this place, I'm reminded of good days. Floor's a little dirty and the coffee table sticky from beer spilled the night before. Time sure did fly, sitting on the porch outside. Bugs flying around cause we left on the lights, but that's alright. As I look around at these four walls, I think about what they'd say if they could talk. They'd say, fell in love a couple times, kissing her on a green leather couch. Got drunk on cheap red wine, fell in love but it didn't work out. Sang all the words, Sweet Caroline, and stayed up all night long. Didn't do everything right, but you sure had a ball. Yeah, I guess that's what they say if walls could talk. Fold up table for the display, it's where we'd watch our football games. Rooting for the Bears and praying our team go a little further this year. The kitchen didn't get used much, buying breakfast, dinner, and lunch. Dirty dishes piled up in the sink, the same way as last week. As I look around at these four walls, I think about what they'd say if they could talk. They'd say, we fell in love a couple times, kissing her on a green leather couch. Got drunk with cheap red wine, fell in love but it didn't work out. Sing all the words, Sweet Caroline, and stayed up all night long. Didn't do everything right, but you sure had a ball. Yeah, I guess that's what they say if walls could talk. Fell in love a couple times, kissing her on a green leather couch. Got drunk on cheap red wine, fell in love but it didn't work out. Still the words, Sweet Caroline, and stayed up all night long. Didn't do everything right, but you sure had a ball. Yeah, I guess that's what they say if walls could talk.
Pretty good. Huh?
Yep. Browning
I like
Snyder.
that kid.
Yep.
Browning Snyder. Good job. Here we are at the Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill. A no-show. That breaks my heart. You know, just chaps my butt.
Does it grind your gears?
You know, at least make a phone call, send a text. But then again, let's go back now, Kevin.
Yep.
What have we said time after time when we have a no-show? Let's just hope they're okay.
Right.
Didn't have a wreck, something bad happened.
Yeah.
But
Just want to make sure everybody's okay. We don't want to jump to conclusions.
correct.
Yeah.
But if they rolled over and looked at the clock and said, screw it, I'm not going, I'm going to put a gypsy curse on you. Hey, to the mind. Anyway. Hey, this time of the morning, we like to talk about what happened on this date in country music news. And here we go. Only a couple of things, but I think they're pretty good things.
Yeah.
A couple of things happened. 1993, Reba McEntire, Vince Gill held the pole position on the Billboard Country Singles Chart with The Heart Won't Lie. I think I heard that song coming in this morning. I was listening to The Bull 107.9, and I heard that song. The second single released from Reba's album, It's Your Call. It was originally planned to be a duet with Kenny Rogers, but when Rogers proved to be unavailable, McIntyre decided to record, not as a duet, but to add Vince Gill. A lot of people don't even know Vince Gill's probably on that.
Yeah.
But he's in there. That happened in 1993.
I was watching a cartoon movie yesterday, and right at the end, there is this voice that came on. I was like, is that Reba McEntire? I think it is. And yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
2014, 12 years ago, Linda Ronstadt was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame at a ceremony in Brooklyn. Linda, of course, had a pop career, a country music career, and got into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
You know, I will say, when I was a young man, I thought Linda Ronstadt was just the most beautiful thing there was.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'd sing along her. Didn't she have the song, When Will I Be Loved?
Yeah.
Anyway, I was going, it's me, Linda, it's me.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, back to more music videos. We'll do that. We got a lot of things to talk about this hour on a Friday, live at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. Stick around.
Driving through the road work, oh, the work they took forever. On the road cones blur like memories, the miles we shared between. The place you learn to say your prayers, the place I took to praying. Loading in and breaking down my road dog door deal dreams. Long before we ever met, I made up my direction. Long before I knew the half of half I'm sure of now. Though I'd say it ain't the way that you'd have gone about it. You followed me and lead me on and never let me down. So I'll love you till my lungs give out. I ain't lying, I'm all yours, you're all mine. There ain't two ways around it, there ain't no trying about it. I'm all yours, you're all mine. Fried morels and fine hotels and all that in the middle. Every bike and curtain drawn, I want to taste with you. The goddess in my days in pen, the muse I ain't refusing. The part of me that ain't around, I'm always talking to. So I'll love you till my lungs give out. I ain't lying, I'm all yours, and you're all mine. There ain't two ways around it, there ain't no trying about it. I'm all yours, and you're all mine. So I'll love you till my lungs give out. I ain't lying, I'm all yours, and you're all mine. There ain't two ways around it, there ain't no trying about it. I'm all yours, and you're all mine. No, there ain't two ways around it, there ain't no trying about it. I'm all yours, and you're all mine.
Broken Strings that were on the show here a few weeks ago. Very talented young men. Good job. Feel sorry for the
drummer.
Yeah, what are you, Cajones? Cajon? Not Cajones. But
Cajones is a little different.
yeah, different. The Cajon player, he kind of got hidden in the background.
Yeah.
You know, that deal. But anyway, great job. Good deal. My good friend, John Elliott Fisher. His radio name was John Elliott for many, many years. His real name is John Fisher. Been in Waco forever and ever and ever. John was like me a few years before me. He got the axe, fired, that's the easy way to put it, from iHeartMedia. Well, John, a super nice guy, he is in need of your help. I will say that our staff, me, Jim, John, everybody that was on that, Jennifer Allen, Stacy, everybody that goes way back on that radio station. One thing that I, as the program director, ops manager, that I pushed for that radio station, that I really think it made us different, and number one is an old saying that somebody told me years ago, said, you know, everybody gets the same records. It's what you do around the records that makes you different. And we were very, very involved in our community, just like this TV show, this YouTube TV show. We raised millions of dollars for St. Jude, hundreds of thousands, maybe millions for Cattle Barons American Cancer Society. Just hundreds of different charitable groups we raise money for. So I'm asking you to help John Elliott. John is in need of a kidney, and you know you can donate one of your kidneys. You have two, not three, you have two. If you have three, you'd be really different, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But you can, and there's a QR code on the screen right now. Shoot that, follow the instructions. You can find out if you could be a donor. You could save John's life. Help him out. Give the gift of life. Become a living donor for John Elliott. Do that right now for me. John's a super nice guy. Hit that QR code. I know he would love it so much. Speaking of healthy, you got to give us an update on what's going on with the I'm going to be Thor this October strategy plan.
Yes. So I told you I got my back cracked earlier. Not everything's fine. It was intentional. Went to
it was meant to be.
Yeah, I went to Barbara. She gave me a little adjustment. And so if you ever have been adjusted, you know, like after an adjustment, it kind of hurts, kind of feels a little like you might just like wherever those joints are realigned, you feel like you might just kind of topple over. So I didn't feel comfortable just going in straight, you know, back to a workout.
Back to workout.
So, back at it this morning. This week, our regular class, like the workout person is on vacation, so there was a different person this morning, so I met her, and so it was back at it this morning and felt good, felt like okay.
Nice.
I went and kind of stepped right back into kind of a mid-weight kind of class and feeling good. So we'll see how it all goes. And my wife is noticing a difference. My kids are noticing a difference. So if the people you
love it,
if the people you see every day notice a difference, then that's a good sign, because usually, you know, the people will notice a difference if they haven't seen you in a little bit. They go, oh, look at that. But, you know, so.
Well, come up in October, we're going to have Kevin get on top of the tabletop over here and do the Hulk Hogan, rip his shirt off and show us. Is it going to be a 5-pack or a 6-pack?
Well, I think it has to be an even number.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, typically.
Okay, just checking that out.
Unless I work out one side more than the other, I guess.
All right, remind everybody where you're going to work out.
Yeah, F45, which is in Hewitt, off Hewitt Drive between George's and Paparolo's. Avoid those places. Go in the middle, F45.
Don't say avoid those places.
But, like, you know.
If you're going to be a serious workout, you can't eat a lot of pizza and drink a lot of Big O's.
Right, exactly. You have to pick and choose when you go there.
I love it.
Go to F45 more than you go to the other places.
That's the answer right there. Laszlo.
He's
He's
yes.
a super nice guy.
Super nice.
He knows very much what he's doing,
Yeah,
too.
and great story that he has. So,
Yeah. All right, check it out. And we'd love for you to help John out, too. We'll take a commercial break. We're live at the backyard. You know why we're talking a lot and doing other things and playing music video? Our musician didn't show.
Wonderful.
Just flat blew us off. That's a slap in the face.
He was coming from Galveston, though.
I think his hometown was Galveston.
Yeah.
So we've determined either A, he just flat forgot. B, he woke up this morning and goes, I'm not driving to Waco.
Right.
Or C, I don't know if we've come up with a C yet.
Well, we just hope he's okay.
Anyway, we hope he's okay.
Yeah.
Austin, Gaston, a goose egg, no show this morning. We'll play a commercial break. We'll come back and we're going to talk about how you can help me determine where the Zack and Jim trip number 47 is going to go in 2027. We'll do that right after this commercial break.
The Riesel Fair is back and bigger than ever. Bring the whole family for a day packed with fun, from thrilling rides, delicious food, local vendors, and live music Friday night. Saturday music begins at 2 p.m. Admission is $5 for adults, 2 to 12 years, $3. 2 and under are free. Mark your calendar and join us for the Riesel Fair, May 7th through 9th. The Riesel Fair, where memories are waiting just for you.
This year, I made a New Year's resolution. I want every business to own a new copier from CTWP. Call me, Leroy the Copier Dog. Let's get you a copier delivered today. CTWP, your local copier company.
Great products start with quality materials and trusted service. And no one's more committed than Universal Windows Direct of Central Texas. With windows built to last, backed by the best lifetime warranty. 0% financing is available with your good credit. Call Universal Windows Direct of Central Texas today for the last windows you'll ever need.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal.
Back live at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill, CTWP. David Willey, the owner of CTWP, copiers, Minolta, Konica, list goes on and on and on. Postage machines, shredders, things like that. Your copier company, CTWP. 7 locations around the state of Texas. Closest to us, right here in Waco on Franklin. That's the home office. That's where Leroy has an office. The dog, Leroy the dog.
What?
Yeah,
The dog has an office?
Yeah.
Wow.
Temple, Corsicana, and then you go on out from there. Many locations, the best around, CTWP. Check them out online. Go to ctwp.com. ctwp.com, your copier company.
So does the dog do his business in the office?
Oh, yeah. Well, you mean he does business. He
Oh,
sells
sorry,
copiers, too.
Yeah.
No, he has a little
does-
place. He got a door dog, flappy dog, you know,
Okay.
and he goes outside and comes back.
Yeah,
in.
all right.
No, he doesn't do it in the office.
Gotcha. Okay, that's good.
We have got an opportunity right here. Back, I don't know, a few months ago, we were throwing around the idea of what we wanted to do for Trip 47 of the Zack and Jim Travel Club. So we got to looking and got to thinking, and I found a couple of possible, doesn't mean we're going to do them, possible cruises on NCL, Norwegian Cruise Line. And we're guessing somewhere either July, August, or September of next year. So way over a year from now. 2 great cruises, and we're going to let you decide. And you can go across the bottom, right? You can chime in right now live.
Yeah. You comment on the YouTube, and yeah.
You can do that. It doesn't cost you anything. It's free. But you can say either number 1 or number 2.
Okay.
Number 1 or number 2. We have a map. You have them separate.
Separate. So which one do you want first?
Let's go with the Great Britain.
Okay.
Now this cruise is an 11-day cruise, and circles the United Kingdom there.
Mm-hmm. And a little bit of the north of France, it looks like. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to go a couple of stops in England. We'll stop. You don't actually stop in Paris, but it's close to Paris. You'll stop in a port and have access. We'll go over to Paris. We'll stop. I don't have it in front of me to see it, but I think there's one. Maybe is it Amsterdam? Maybe that you stop in,
which we talked about earlier.
Amsterdam, Paris. You'll make 2 stops in Ireland. You'll make 2 stops, I believe, in Scotland. Is there anybody I'm missing? Maybe another one in France, another one in England.
Yep.
Out of the 11-day cruise, I truly believe there's 10 ports that we'll go to.
Yeah.
So we completely circle England. It's going to be an incredible cruise right there.
10 is correct. Yep.
Ireland, Scotland, France, Netherlands, right? Amsterdam's Netherlands.
That's correct. Yep.
And England, we'll go maybe even do a little, get there early, overnighter in London, so you can see that. Anyway, that's number 1. That's an 11-day on NCL. Choice number 2 is a little bit different. This is a 7-day cruise, and this will go out of Lisbon, Portugal.
Okay.
Okay. And we'll go Lisbon. We'll have another stop there. And then we go to, you've always heard of the Rock of Gibraltar.
Right.
We'll stop in Gibraltar. Is that still a English territory? Or is it their own country now?
I don't know.
If it's run by the English or whatever. Anyway, we'll make 2 or 3 stops, 4 stops in Spain. And we will end in Barcelona. So start in Portugal, go all the way across and around, and end. We'll stop at the island. What's it called? Is that Mallorca, the island in Spain?
Ibiza? Ibiza?
I think that's one of the islands. Anyway.
Yeah, Ibiza.
It's a 7-day cruise, same time frame, and on the NCL, Norwegian Cruise Line. You get to pick number 1 or this one, number 2. It doesn't mean you have to go. I'm just saying, which one would you like to pick? If you could go.
The Rock of Gibraltar is British.
It's still
territory.
British.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Interesting. Used to have a big fort there.
Yeah.
I don't know if it still does. All right. Pick 1 or 2, and you can do this here. You can go to my website. You can go to Waco 100. I just said Waco 100. I say that.
Nope.
Where
Not
did that come
one.
from?
I don't know.
Do that.
Yeah. That's a while ago.
Go to my Facebook page, Zack Owen, or you can join our Zack and Jim Travel Club and make a vote there as it is. Why did I say that?
I don't know.
It just blared out.
I know
Don't do that.
My vote would be for the United Kingdom. That's because you got Netherlands, France, Ireland, Scotland. And London.
Yep.
That's 5 right there.
10 ports in 11 days.
Yeah. That's and part of the country or part of the world I've really wanted to spend more time. I spent some time in London, but that was just like a Saturday afternoon on the way somewhere else. So
I've been to Ireland, but I've never been to the other one. So this really excites me.
Okay.
That 7 or 8 of these stops I've never been to.
So you've never been to London?
No.
Oh, I've been somewhere you haven't.
I've not been to London or Paris.
All right.
So
nice. Yeah.
Anyway, these are the 2 possibilities for next year, over a year from now, trip number 47 of the Zack and Jim Travel Club. As we always do, in less than, right at 30 days from tomorrow, we're taking 34, 35 people to Turks and Caicos. That trip is sold out, and we're already getting everything together. We're heading out in about a month to go to Turks and Caicos. As we do with every trip, and the one in 2027, it'll be your motor coach ride to the airport, your round trip air, your motor coach to the cruise ship there. Of course, in Turks and Caicos, we motor coach over to the resort. But everything will be included, be 100% all-inclusive, all of our trips that we do. So there you go. If you want to call and ask about it or make a vote, you can always call over to Alan Samuel's House of Travel, talk to Bambi and say, hey, I saw Zach throw that out there about 2 potential cruises. I'd like to vote on number 1 and find out how much. I don't know, Kevin, yet if we have an exact price because it's so far out, you can't really lock down airfare.
Yeah.
Airfare falls usually around a 10, 11-month mark from your date.
Mm-hmm.
But they can give you, I think, an idea of it. So there you go, Trip 47 of the Travel Club. And right now, you want to check in with Cam?
Yeah.
All right, let me grab my headsets.
All right.
Lean over.
There we go.
Cam Stewart, Boston. Where would you rather go, Cam? Would you rather go on a cruise completely around Great Britain, stopping in Ireland, Scotland, France, England, parts of England, or start in Lisbon, Portugal, make a couple of stops in Portugal, Gibraltar, a couple of stops in Spain, and end in Barcelona? Which one of those?
And I can't do both. I got to confirm that first.
Yeah, you can't do
both. Man.
The first one is an 11-day. The second one is a 7-day.
Ooh. I've been to kind of both of these places, like not all of them, but I really loved Lisbon when I was there. I think it's a really underrated city. But I don't think I spent enough time around the UK and into that other parts of Europe. So I'm probably going to go with Kevin on that one.
Yeah.
You got to be careful in Portugal. You don't want to get divorced.
That was my stump to chump this morning, Cam, is America is ranked about number 8 as far as divorces. 45% of all Americans will divorce, okay? The number 1 country with a divorce rate of 95% is Portugal.
I wonder why. It's a nice place. I don't know why people just want to end marriages there.
I don't
know. By the way, Zach, I'm in Philly today. You ever been to Philly? You always talk about how you've never been to Boston.
Yes, I've been to Philly. I ran up the famous steps and did the Rocky thing.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. And I noticed today something very unusual, Kevin.
Yep.
There's no ball cap on Cam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know, I just got out of the shower a couple minutes ago. It's a sunglasses day outside where I'm about to go. And, you know, it's funny, Zach, a couple weeks ago, I came off a fresh haircut in the afternoon, and I went home and got on a show. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do the hat today. I do the hat every day. I'm going to let the fresh cut breathe. And I had more than one comment the next day. Basically, nice people saying, I think the ball caps are good for podcasts. I think that's what podcasters should be doing. I was like, oh, all right. Ball caps.
Okay, thanks a lot.
They're nice about it.
No, you're looking good, my friend. You look good there. What are you doing in Philadelphia?
We have got a family wedding for the future in-laws this weekend. So got in last night, staying downtown. I haven't been to Philly in years, almost 15 years. So I'm going to do some exploring today.
Oh yeah, it's such a historic. It's just like Boston.
Exactly.
Such a historical town in the history of the United States.
So a lot of times we figure that you got to fly, but that area of the country you can drive. Is this a day drive trip for you?
You know, it was a flight. We could have drove, and I love it's about a 5-hour drive. So,
wow.
In fact, I used to do, when I was living in Odessa, we were talking about this last night, I would go and visit my then girlfriend in Waco twice a month. And that drive is longer than Boston to Philadelphia.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So next time, we'll probably
here's
drive.
the challenge for you, Cam. We'll get a report next week from you, and that is what did we determine the other day? The 2 famous Philly cheesesteak places.
Oh, right. Is it Geno's is one, right? And they're right across the street from each other. What's the other one?
I'll find out soon enough.
Don't find the question.
I'll expense it to the Rogue Media Network.
We're going to find out which is better, in your opinion, Cam, okay?
All right, sounds good. I'll expense the receipt and the calories to Rogue Media.
Put that on Rogue Media's tab. We have tabs all over the world. Pete Sousa's show. You have any clue what's coming up today?
We do, yeah. Big one. We're going to talk some Masters, but mostly it's going to be Pete's conversation with the Hall of Fame coach, Kim Mulkey. She's going to talk some Baylor, talk about some things she wants about her legacy at Baylor. It's a great discussion with Pete and the great Coach Mulkey. I mean, any conversation with Kim Mulkey is going to get interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You think that the two of them will try today to outduel each other on what they're wearing?
That's something you guys are going to have to stick around and find out.
There you go. All right, buddy. Have a great time in Philadelphia. We'll talk to you next week.
All right, sounds good. See you guys.
Cam Stewart right there in Philadelphia on the Zack Owen Show. You know, this has become a world tour show.
Yeah. We're big everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah. Just like we talk about everything.
That's because we do talk about it. Time for birthdays.
Yeah.
Are you ready for that?
Yeah.
All right, let's throw some birthdays at you right now. Got to put the shades on here. No, not shades, but glasses. 1932, Omar Sharif, one of the great actors of our time. He was in Lawrence of Arabia. 1936, John Madden, the legend. Football coach.
Oh, I just thought he was a video game guy.
No.
Oh, no?
Football coach.
Okay.
A great guy. Sportscaster. Boom. That was pretty much, I grew up, that was the team, was Madden and
yeah.
it's different.
We would always figure out like what he was actually drawing on the telestrator. Like, what is he trying to communicate? Is he like, get me out of here, and then all of a sudden this guy goes, boom.
And, you know, I don't know what kind of deal his family still receives money from the Nintendo company.
And you know, there's a movie coming out.
Really?
Yeah. You know who's going to play him?
John Madden? Who?
Nicolas Cage.
I could see that. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
He has a fair amount of, prosthetics and different things, but I think they should have gotten the comedian Frank Caliendo, because he does a fantastic
Frank kind of looks like him.
Yeah.
All right, 1940, Chuck Connors. If you remember, as a youngster, kids, he was the star of The Rifleman. And he had the rifle, and he had a big loop, and he would hit that to shoot it. The Rifleman. I watched that show. It was black and white. Let's see, what else? 1952, Steven Seagal, actor.
He's another one of those martial arts kind of guys that we were talking about with Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee.
And that's a very generous picture because he's gained a lot.
Yeah, I try to do him right.
Yeah,
I try to,
1954, Peter McNichol, actor from Ally McBeal and on. 1959, Babyface. Kenneth Edmonds is his real name. He's a musician, producer.
He's from Indianapolis.
1965, David Harbour. Is that right?
Harbour.
Yep. Actor from Stranger Things. 1970. Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you. He's a legend.
In whose mind?
Oh, in a lot. If you know hip hop, if you
know hip hop, the way I know hip hop.
He's
rapper Q-Tip.
Yep.
Was born in 1970. 1984. What?
I'll promise you this.
Is that Q-Tip right there?
That Q-Tip will be longer known in the hip hop community than Shabuzi will be known in the country music community. Guaranteed.
1984, Mandy Moore, actress, was born. 1988, Haley Joel Osment.
I See Dead People.
That was a cool movie.
Oh, yeah.
That was a cool movie.
Yeah.
What's he do nowadays?
He does other movies, but he's as Steven Seagal. He's a lot different now.
Oh, really? 1990, Maren Morris, the country singer, was born. In 1992, Daisy Ridley, who is a British actress.
Right. She's in the new Star Wars trilogy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She's like the new Skywalker.
Oh, okay.
Right, in the new trilogy. Yep. using the Force and all that.
Today's birthdays. Candace Stockhausen is having a birthday. Stephen Jewell. Jordan Holy
Jordan.
Angela Brown. Ashley Rinke. Mandy Roberts having a birthday today. Willie DeBose.
Excuse me?
DeBose.
Okay.
Terry Philly. Gene Murphy. Kayla Falkenberry. Almeida Hennig. Almeida.
Okay.
Sammy Montalvo. Ty Ortega. Kevin Reeves. Roxy Jones. And my buddy, Tommy Kalina, who is turning 75 years old.
Oh.
Tommy just is retiring from the plumbing business, which means now he can pull his pants up so his butt crack doesn't show as a plumber. I'm going to a big birthday party for him tonight over in Lake Whitney.
Oh.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
Going to go throw down and spend the night over in Whitney.
Does that mean everything else is pretty clogged up for people then if he's retiring?
That's pretty much. Shitter's full. So happy birthday, Tommy. Happy birthday to everybody. Make it a special day. Here's where we'd like to play a music video when our musician stands us up.
Lazy wings, slow to take their flight. Strangest things talking to the night. His blue-green eyes flush like a summer swell. They knew their roles, they tell no tell. Tell no tell, yeah. You won't know me anymore. I don't know you anything. Have a holiday dream. Lovely holiday dream, daydream. Oh, we tarry on down the road, just a spell or two, and morning comes with all those wish you well I do, but you don't know me anymore. I don't know you anything. Have a holiday dream. Lovely holiday dream, daydream. Oh, yeah. You don't know me anymore. I don't know you anything. Have a holiday dream. Have a holiday dream, daydream. Oh.
Buddy Lily Milford singing a song from a few months ago here on the Zack Owen Show. Hey, Universal Windows Direct, they're the folks to get to come out and replace your old nasty windows. Help you out this
What'd you
summer
call me?
with your electricity bill, because help with the keeping it cool in your home. Call John Searles for a free consultation. Here's the number, 944-3503, 3503. Located in Woodway off of Woodway Drive is Universal Windows Direct. Check them out online, universalwindowscentraltexas.com. Also, while we're talking about windows, you got to have curtains. You got to have blinds, shutters. Bumblebee Blinds of Waco and Temple. They're good people. Let one of their design consultants come out after you have the new windows installed.
Right.
Let them come out, take a look, get new curtains, new shades, new blinds. All you got to do is reach out by bumblebeeblinds.com. Bumblebeeblinds.com. Here's the lineup, Kevin.
Okay.
Actually, I want to say thank you to Bruce Gietzen for being in this morning. Always a great guy to talk to you about sports. Texas Sports Hall of Fame. 3 big events that are coming up. Go to their website and find out more details about those. The induction ceremony, the luncheon, and the golf tournament. So a couple of things over the next 2.5 months or 2 months that are going on. Here's the lineup for next week. My buddy Claude from Lone Star T-Shirts is going to be here to talk about how you can have T-shirts made for your upcoming event.
And isn't he bringing us Zack Owen shirts?
I believe he is.
That's awesome.
The all-new Zack Owen Show shirts.
Yeah.
I got you a XXX, by the way.
That's great. That's great. Perfect size for my new muscles.
So Lone Star T-shirts, Claude will be here, and then our singer is Landry Allen. Landry Allen on Monday. On Tuesday, we've got Tyler Ziegler. Syntax from above.
Wait.
That's all I'm going to tell you. It's very interesting.
That sounds like a play on words.
Well, what does it think of when you're above Central Texas? What could it be?
Oh, I know that.
Syntax from above.
This is the TikTok guy.
Tyler Ziegler. Zachariah Gray. Spelled different from Zachariah. Zechariah.
Oh, okay.
Gray will be our musician on Tuesday. On Wednesday, CASA, McLennan County. Jennifer is going to be here to talk about foster children.
Oh, nice.
And we'll visit with her. It's going to be Caden and Jed, Red River Revival.
Oh.
Our musicians on Wednesday. On Thursday, guess who's coming in?
I'm ready.
The Riesel Fair people.
Okay.
The Riesel Fair. Leanne is going to be here to talk about it's the Riesel Fair.
Yeah, we've been playing their ads on our show.
She'll be here on Thursday. Natalie McCarley is our singer. Natalie will be here on Thursday. On Friday, next week, it's Keith and Carrie Urbanowski, Highway 31 Custom Creations.
Okay.
And our musician next Friday is Blake Kennedy.
All right.
And there you go. Thanks to all of our sponsors. Thanks to Bruce for coming in. Jessica, Kevin, as always, does a great job. I would say thanks to our musician, but he stood us up. Austin Gaston stood us up.
Too much Gaston in that Austin.
I think that's it. All right. Have a fantastic weekend. And hope to see you back Monday morning. Show is Monday through Friday, 8 to 10 o'clock. Thanks to all of our sponsors. Make sure that you become a subscriber. It's free to do that. And share and get more people involved on the Zack Owen Show. Thanks a lot. Miss you, Jim. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.